If you like JDam's worth of knowledge dropped into your brain, danger close, or you watch the Avengers movies to see if Scarlett Johansson's boobies will pop out, hit the subscribe button. Of course, what helps the most, guys, is likes and comments. You already know this. If you don't, they help me a lot. Go down, comment with whatever you'd like. So I've been getting a lot of questions about what do I do to warm up prior to shooting, because I always have a plan when I go out shooting. And that's a good question. My warm-up is a little bit more intricate and complex nowadays. But back when I didn't have as much ammo, or if I'm shooting with buddies who don't have quite as much ammo, I have a drill that works reasonably well to get you nice and warmed up for a day of shooting. Now, it only requires 12 rounds. However, it does require concentration. So what I tend to work when it comes to doing warm-up drills is I work my trigger cadence and my stance and my follow-through. So follow-through being from one shot to the next. So how I work that is I do a very simple counting drill in order to get myself warmed up. And I know my Army guys are panicking because they're like, I don't know how to count. It's cool, man, I got you. You just repeat the same number, so it's pretty easy. So how it's gonna go is you're going to get at the 5-yard line, have a target set up with a 3x5 index card situated vertically. You're going to make sure all your stuff is up, that your weapon's loaded, and that type of stuff. What you're then going to do is you're going to get in your stance. Now, I get the question, what is a good shooting stance? Great question, guys. You know, I'll probably do a video on shooting stance, but in a nutshell, take your feet, put them shoulder width apart, slightly wider than shoulder width apart, squared up to your target, like I'm squared up to the camera right now. You're going to take your non-dominant foot, so for me that's my left foot, because my right foot's my dominant foot. I'm going to take a half step forward. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lean into the gun and get a good grip on it. Now, everybody does a different grip. Some guys C-clamp it, some guys do, underhand grips, whatever you want to do. But I prefer the C-clamp personally. And then I just get behind the gun aggressively. So what you're going to do at that point is you're going to fire on a 100 cadence. So what that means is you're going to fire 2 rounds. You're going to bring the gun up, good stance, sights on the target. As soon as your sights align, you're going to say 100, fire the round. 100, fire the round, or 100, bang, 100, bang. Make sure you're very deliberate with that counting and that you do it out loud, especially when you're first starting out. The whole point is I want that grouping to be under 2 inches when I'm firing those 2 shots. So I'm going to then assess, make sure that my shots are good. If my shots are good, I'm going to then go down to 10s, which is a faster firing cadence. Now, if you're firing at the 100 pace and you find that your shots are still scattered out over 2 inches, reset and do the next 2 shots at the 100 and don't progress on. So if you've done well and you've progressed on, you're going to go to a 10 drill. So you're going to go 10 bang, 10 bang. My Army guys are freaking out. They're like, why not 11 bang, bro? So once you finish the 10 bang, 10 bang, and your shots are, again, in a nice 2-inch grouping, you're going to go down to a 1 bang, 1 bang. So 1 bang, 1 bang. If that's looking good and you're still in a 2-inch grouping, you're going to go down to whatever you feel is most comfortable as far as your cyclic rate goes. So you're going to fire as fast as you can pull the trigger and still keep those rounds within a 2-inch grouping. Now, if you're still at 100 and you do 6 rounds at the 100 pace, totally fine. Yeah, you have a lot of time to grow and get better, and that's the whole point of these drills. And that's what's kind of cool about this warm-up drill, is it also gives you an opportunity to train your speed and your trigger reset and all that type of stuff. Now, once that's all done and good and said, you're going to move back from the 5-yard line and you're going to get down to the 15-yard line. And you're again going to start at the 100 pace and you're going to fire 4 more rounds. You're going to do two rounds with the 100 pace and then 2 rounds at the 10 pace. Now, if those groupings are all nice and good, the next time you go out and shoot, take that down a notch and go start at the 10 down to the 1. And then if you get better at that, start at 1, go to cyclic, that type of thing. The point is we're getting quicker, we're getting better at firing quicker at longer distances. And depending on what distances you're firing at, you can also work this drill further away. So you could start at the 25-yard line. Instead of working on a 100 pace, you could start at a 1,000. So it's very flexible, and I enjoy it quite a bit. The whole counting thing, I got the idea from Hilly Strategic. He does this quite a bit, and I'm a big fan of everything that he does for no particular reason. Certainly not because I was grown in his basement and I escaped. So guys, try the drill out. Realize it's not going to get you as warmed up as a lot of those longer drills out there, such as the venti wake up drill that Haley does, or a couple other drills that you see out there. but I find that it works reasonably well because I know that you guys don't always have a whole lot of ammo to burn, and that's totally fine. For a long time, I could shoot maybe a box or two of ammo, so maybe 50 to 100 rounds every time I went out. And that's just what I had to deal with because, let's be honest, for my law enforcement guys and my military guys, you're not getting paid that much. Or we have a lot of students out there, and I know you guys aren't getting paid much. So I find that this drill works pretty well. So, quick review. 5-yard line, 100 bang, 100 bang, looks good. 2-inch grouping, down to 10 bang, 10 bang, good grouping. 1 bang, good grouping, cyclic, bang, bang, looks good. Step back to the 10-yard line or the 15, whatever you want to work at. We're going to say the 15-yard line for right now. You go from that 100 bang, looks good. 10 bang, looks good. Now, next time we go out, and we're heading out to the 15-yard line for that second half, and we're feeling pretty good. You start that 10 bang, then go down to a 1 bang, and then eventually get down to cyclic from the 15-yard line, all that type of stuff. Listen, guys, push yourselves, make yourselves better. That's what really matters. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We're going to have a lot more stuff coming up. I'm going to be doing a video on red dots coming up in next a little bit. Just takes a little bit longer to do those longer videos. So appreciate your support. And no matter what, guys, look cool doing this stuff. Otherwise, there's literally no point to anything.